Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So within today's video, we are going to be talking about the left wing position, then we will be talking about Lionel Messi, and then lastly talk about Barcelona eyeing Castellanos. I know that you guys were expecting for me to make a post-match review about the match between Rayo Vallecano and Barcelona, where Barcelona lost 2-1, but I'm not going to be wasting my time on games like this because you guys already know exactly what I'm going to be saying, and especially with performances like this. Rayo Vallecano were better than Barcelona. Let's get that straight. Rayo Vallecano are considered to be in third place in the league when it comes to recoveries, and man, let me tell you, did they really show that against Barcelona? They always recovered the ball very well. They worked hard. They played with more energy, more enthusiasm. They were faster. They were more intense. They were better than Barcelona in every aspect of the game. Barcelona played okay. It's not like Barcelona played horrible, but okay is not enough, and especially against a team like Rayo Vallecano. And when you have the opposition playing their top game and their top level, of course you're not going to be winning. Like, okay is not enough. It's never enough. The players should never feel relaxed at all. I really wish that the players can like watch these videos and what I do have to say, because I just feel like what I'm saying here is just so factual. Like, I don't understand where this type of energy from the squad players is coming from. You guys should be playing with much more enthusiasm, much more focus, much more energy, more anger, more frustration, more with everything, and act like you guys are 10 points behind first place. You guys cannot act so relaxed. It's a embarrassment to the badge of Barcelona. Like, you know what pisses me off even more about this whole thing is that we see Joan Laporta and Mateo Lemon doing miracles business-wise, bringing in great players, reducing the wages of certain players to bring in brand new players, and making all of these sacrifices, selling assets, and then only for the players to give out performances like this and act like they do not even want to play. Like, bro, you're playing with $250 boots. You sleep 9 hours a day. Your job is to play football, which is the best job in the world. You have people who give you like personal massages so you can be in your best state mentally and physically. You have everything in the world to be 100% focused on the field. You have a field that you cannot just find at like some random park. The field is perfect, right? The grass is cut so perfect. Like, everything's just so perfect for you guys, and you guys just want to end up doing ridiculous stuff like this and not even look like you're interested in winning 3 points. And so of course I'm also going to be blaming Xavi Hernandez, because I wanted more from this coach. I want the coach to bring out the best from these players, to motivate these players, because one of the ways these players can be motivated is through the coach, and the fact that these players are mentally just not there on the field. It's so frustrating to see as a Barcelona fan. It's unexcusable. I don't care, right, if the squad is 11 points clear of Real Madrid right now. It does not matter. I do not care. I don't care if they're 25 points ahead of Real Madrid and Real Madrid are in second place. If you play like this and you drop points in your last 6 to 7 games, it's unacceptable. Like, bro, please take the opportunity to make it a 13 to 15 point lead. Please take that opportunity. If it's there, take it. No, but Kevin, you don't understand. They have other titles to play for. No, they don't. Like, Barcelona have nothing else to play for. They should be going 110% in every match and run like there's no tomorrow. The only thing to play for right now is La Liga, and that's it. It's not like we have a Champions League game in about 2 or 3 days. This is the exact same mentality that is going to lead us towards bottling a 3-0 lead in the semifinal of the Champions League or in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. You can't bottle stuff like this. You can't have a mentality like this, or it's gonna bite you back. And so I appreciate the efforts coming from Rafinha and Lewandowski, because Lewandowski scored. Rafinha was also really trying to combine with the other players, but overall it was just not enough. It was simply not enough, and it's not good enough, and I want Barcelona to really pick up their game. Again, I don't care if we are 11 points clear of second place. We better win all of the remaining matches, and with great enthusiasm. So that is going to be my short post-match review about this match, and I'm not going to be saying nothing more. And now let's move on towards the real news of today, and now let's talk about the future of the left wing position, because there are question marks, right? There's question marks in the central defensive midfield position, like what we saw against Rayo Vallecano, obviously, but there's also a very big question mark in the left wing position. We never thought that we would be having a problem today about our left wing position, because we see players like Ansu Fati, who was supposed to be our best player by now, but we do have Ansu Fati generating doubts, and Barcelona do feel the exact same way. Like, for example, in this game against Rayo Vallecano, Ansu Fati only took 20 touches. Only 20 touches. Ferran Torres, who was in first for Ansu Fati, only took 17 touches. So it was a combined total of 37 touches. They were very uninvolved against Rayo Vallecano. Very ineffective. And just to give you guys context, Rafinha took almost 53 to like 56 touches in the 90 minutes. And Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres combined did 37 touches. So the left wing position is more open than ever, in my opinion. And Xavi sees this exact same problem. We need a left winger right now that can compete at a high level and perform consistently. And we need more clarity on our future and present front three. It does say here, according to Sport, that there will be a revolution on the left wing next season. Both Carrasco and Abde could come in. But according to Xavi, they generate some doubts. The coach thinks it'd be better to invest in a top-notch player like on the right wing with Dembele and Rafinha. So like this report does state, state. Carrasco, now they are solid players. I'm not saying that these players are bad, but nor are they like Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland level. But they're solid players, and I would love to have them at Barcelona. But none of these two players give you that feeling that they can leave a mark at Barcelona. Like for example, look at Manchester City. You can feel like Foden can leave a mark at Manchester City. Look at Real Madrid. You feel like Vinicius can leave a mark at Real Madrid. But at Barcelona right now, we don't have that definitive left winger. And Xavi Hernandez is looking for that definitive left winger. Now, I don't know the finances of this club. I have no idea. A lot of people like to act on Twitter like they know the finances and they're trying to say that Barcelona can't afford this player, Barcelona can't afford this player, or not even this player. I'm here to tell you guys that I have no idea what Barcelona can afford or cannot afford. But if Barcelona is capable to invest this summer on a big time player, if the opportunity is there, and if it is possible, I really do hope that Barcelona eye Leao from AC Milan. Again, if they have the capability to do so and the funds to do so, and Javier Tebas gives Barcelona the permission to sign a big time player, because Leao is a left winger that can bring a lot of goals. He can also bring a lot of assists. He has a lot of pace and power on his runs. Look at how he punished Napoli in the Champions League. The way that he can just take on so many players in one bursting run. We need that at Barcelona. And just to give you guys context, if you combine the top 5 leagues, right, in the world, and you put them together, you put all those players together, FBref has reported that Leao is better than 96% of the players if you were to combine the top 5 leagues together, which is crazy to me. And when it comes to successful take-ons, he's better than 96% of those players. And he's also still very young and he can learn a lot if you were to be under the teachings of Xavi Hernandez. Now, his contract ends in the summer of 2024, so if Barcelona want to buy this player or end up being interested in Leao, the cheapest you're ever going to have him, assuming that he does not renew with AC Milan, would be this summer. And if you want to sign a left winger, the time is now for Leao, because he will be very cheap in the summer of 2023. I'm not saying he would be at a very good price in the summer of 2023. Now, it does get me very worried, right? Because AC Milan want to renew this player. We don't know if Leao is going to be renewing, but if he does, that is going to be a huge problem, because remember, if a player has a lot of years left in his contract, the more expensive he's going to be, which is why I do say, if Leao, signs with Barcelona in the summer without renewing, we're going to get him at a very good price. It could be 70 million euros, 65 million euros. If he renews, it could go all the way into 110 to 120 million euros, and that will be almost undefeatable. So if we go into the next season without a new left winger, I'm just going to be saying it here. I think that we should just wait and not sign nobody in the winter transfer window of 2024 and just go all in for Kylian Mbappe in the summer of 2024, because hopefully by then we made good investments, we have good resale value, we lowered the wage bill tremendously, and Barcelona is overall in a very good financial state. We should I really do think that if Barcelona really wanted, they should go for Kylian Mbappe. Like, where else is Kylian gonna go? You're gonna tell me he's gonna renew with PSG? It's not gonna happen. You're gonna tell me that he's going to go to Real Madrid? No, Vinicius is there. Endrick is going to be there. Rodrigo is also going to be there. You're gonna tell me that he's gonna go to Manchester City? No, Foden is there. Erling Haaland is there. Where is Kylian Mbappe going to go? So if Barcelona want to sign that big time player that Joan Laporta loves to do, go for Kylian Mbappe in 2024 in the summer. Go all in. Put all of your investments on Kylian Mbappe. But if you really do want to sign a player, make that revolution in the summer for the left wing position, go for Leao. So now let's move on towards the next topic of today, and now let's talk about Lionel Messi and give you guys the short updates. And it says here, according to Fernando Polo, that he has talked to TYC and he said this: Barcelona have already sent their viability plan to La Liga and their answer is expected in May. My feeling is that Barcelona is working very well on the plan, in which lowering salaries, contract renewals, and some exits have all been included. Catalan radio has also explained that the agreement between Messi and Barcelona is very, very advanced. If Messi comes, Busquets and Jordi Alba will both be staying. So again, we are in the process of La Liga reviewing whatever Barcelona offered and what they want to do to bring Messi in. So La Liga is going to be looking at how Barcelona is going to be selling these players. They're going to be looking at how low their wage bill is going to be, and then they're going to give the feedback by the beginning of May, maybe in the first 8 to 10 days. And so now lastly, I want to quickly talk about Castellanos, and this is going to be a very interesting story, so hang tight. 2 days ago, Real Madrid lost to Girona 4-2. It was a pity, right? It's a pity to now know that Barcelona lost against Rayo Vallecano 2-1, because again, we could have been on a 15-point lead with Real Madrid losing against Girona. But in this game, it caught the eyes of Barcelona, not because Barcelona were looking at Arnau Martinez, for example, who should be our next right back at Barcelona next season, because he had a great performance against Real Madrid. But Barcelona were not paying attention to Arnau Martinez. They were paying attention to Castellanos. And it says here, according to Tony Juan Marti, that Castellanos' profile has impressed Barcelona and he could be an option. Some parts of the club believe that if Messi comes, someone will be needed up front to make those runs. Now, Castellanos was very impressive against Real Madrid. The way that he positions himself in the box, he just seems so composed. Now, he's not a ball carrier. He's not someone that would would receive the ball and take on about 3 to 4 players. He's not like that. I'm not trying to tell you that he's like Liao or like Dembele or Kylian Mbappe. He is someone that likes to receive the ball, combine with another player, and find the goals. He needs players to support him. But if he has good support, he can score goals. Now, his story is very interesting because his climb to the top is like the best. Like 1 year ago, he was playing in the MLS for New York City FC, which is not one of the best leagues in the world. I do follow this league closely, but it's not one of the best leagues in the world. Like many were saying that, you know, because Castellanos is playing in the MLS and he's 22, 23 years old, he's probably not going to be making it, because usually when we see Argentinians at this young of an age, they should be playing at very top level. Look at Julian Alvarez, look at Enzo Fernandez. So many were assuming that this player was not going to be doing anything and he's not going to ever have a chance in Europe. And they would forever consider him as a MLS legend because of how many goals he does score in the MLS. But then he joined Girona in the summer of 2022. And at that time, Girona were just promoted into first division. And since then, from the summer of 2022 to today, he has made a very big impact by improving the overall attacking play of Girona. He is in the top 10 scorers in La Liga with a total of 11 goals. So he's very decisive in big games. And I think that if Barcelona are indeed really interested in this Argentinian player, he would be a great option in terms of who is going to be our plan B and behind Lewandowski. Like if we cannot get Vitor, if we cannot get Aubameyang, let's go for this player. And just imagine, right, how great and huge it would be for Castellanos to go from the MLS to joining Girona and then joining FC Barcelona. Like that climb would be ridiculous in a span of like 1 year. Now, I'm not telling you that this player is the next big thing. Like just because he scored 4 goals against Real Madrid, I'm not trying to say that he's going to be the next Erling Haaland or the next Sergio Aguero or like some sort of world-class striker. I'm not trying to like overrate this player, but to bring this player in at just 10 million euros or maybe even cheaper, it's a bargain. And it would be a great reinforcement. Like Aubameyang, a player that Barcelona want to get, he costs 7 to 8 million euros. We can get Castellanos for 10 million euros, which is only 2 million euros more than Aubameyang, and he's 10 years younger than Aubameyang. So it's a very interesting opportunity, and I would love to hear guys' opinions about Castellanos potentially going to Barcelona. So that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.